Okay.
Not deep as Pun. Pun is another rapper that's on a whole nother planet when he get in.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I ain't ashamed to say it, which I said this in the last podcast. I think Pun a better rapper than Big. To me.
Right.
When it comes to the delivery, Pun, oh my God, boy, Pun is a killer.
Hey, that's a discussion we're gonna have to get into though. Because that's what I got in the fight about this week, about whether Big should be considered the GOAT.
Ooh.
The GOAT of New York?
Of New York?
Just like say just your top 5. Should Big be there? And I try to like have the most objective conversation possible about it.
Right.
Should Big be considered a GOAT or top 5?
I believe he should be a top 5 if you are heavy New York fan of rap.
Okay.
Something hard, something gritty, because his first album was really gangster. That if you want to call gangster rap for the East Coast, Biggie's first album was 100% gangster all day long. Can't argue that. Now, his flow pattern, in my opinion, got better when he did his second album. Because he switched up, because he changed up, he changed his pattern. He did that cut he did with Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah,
that one he did with Bone. Biggie's whole flow pattern was totally different. I mean, he came in and he killed it. He killed that.
Yeah.
So, depending on the type of rapper that you like, if you a big East Coast rapper fan, yeah, you got to put Biggie in there. You got to. You got to. You got to represent your coast. If you like, man, I need 5 MCs from the East Coast to represent New York City. You cannot not put Biggie in that conversation. Dead or alive. You cannot put him in there. You got to 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 throw Nas in that conversation. You got to throw Jay in that conversation. You got to throw. Oh my God! It's so many damn East Coast rappers that we can really just say, yeah, Nas, Jay, Big, Meth, RZA.
Yeah, it's too many.
You know what's real funny to me though? You know what's real wild to me though?
It gets real hard.
Stop saying L's name like after Big. Like
I was just finna say L. I was just finna bring up L.
That's wild.
It's now, very hard. If you try to cram in the top 5, it's gonna be too hard to do.
Yeah, because
too hard.
Because L's name can be thrown in there for a couple of reasons. One of his biggest things, or his biggest advantages, is that he has so much diversity,
true,
and longevity.
Absolutely.
So now, if you want a battle rap, okay, LL can get in that. If you want a love ballad, LL can give you that.
Right.
If you want to battle about your rights and consciousness, LL can give you that. If you want to throw him in a group of other rappers, you got that.
Yeah.
He ain't really, in my opinion, when he done a jam with other rappers on his album, he ain't never got smoked. Nah. He always drop a verse that make everybody else go, okay, and LL came and did his thing.
Yeah. Except for the one, bro. Except for the one. Go ahead and tell him what's the one that he got trashed on, bro. Tell him.
You in your ear?
No.
Which one?
Flavor in your ear.
Which one?
The Flavor Craig Mack remix.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know what he was thinking. I can't front.
I ain't have to say it. You already know. I didn't even have to say it.
That's
you already knew.
That's why I shook my head like, yeah, okay. I already know where you're going with that one.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what he was doing on that. Maybe
I think
he was just
he
having
might have been
fun.
that might have been where he was going through a transition. Like that was like right where he just started the transition. So
That nigga came
Yeah,
fresh off a
that's
food
what.
commercial or
he didn't
something.
get his niche yet into the new wave that he was probably, because like you said, he had diversity. Maybe that verse right there
Yeah,
where he was still in like mid transition had to
right.
be.
Yeah, he was still like
I
kind of
mean,
in
he was either
between.
that
Like he
or
was coming off of like being ladies' love and
Yeah,
kind of sort of
yeah,
trying to get
yeah.
back to his goat shit.
Cause that she, what the fuck is that?
yeah.
I,
I thought he was sneezing when I first heard it. I thought he was. When I heard that, I thought he was
maybe it's
like,
throwing the subliminal at Mr. C or something.
right. I thought he was sneezing before he started rapping. I was like, damn, okay, that's different.
Yeah.
So I didn't know this nigga had beef with Mr. C. What happened?
Right. Yeah, I
Nigga
don't know
talking about
what
heat cheese.
right.
Oh my
Blow
god.
tissues. Yeah, he bust out that blow tissues, skeevy delicious. What is that?
Yeah,
Right.
man.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
tripping on that. Give me goose, love me good. Damn. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I mean he moaning and groaning more than he ain't
Right,
rapping.
right,
He
right.
fucking on the record. He ain't rapping.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man.
Come on, man.
yeah.
You didn't know Busta Rhymes was coming up later.
Hey, you
Right.
know what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they must didn't tell him. They didn't tell him
Right.
that. Absolutely. They
yeah.
didn't tell him.
Nah,
They didn't
you
tell him.
know what? Since we talking, you just brought up another MC from New York that should be in somebody's top 5. Busta
Yep.
Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes.
Busta
Yeah.
Rhymes is not a slouch on the mic, and some of his
Never.
best stuff is done on collabs too.
Yeah. For sure. For sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God. Because when I tell you that verse he did on Space Jam, you can't tell me that
Oh
wasn't
man.
dope.
Man, you know how much I forgot about that record?
Oh,
Man,
come
I
on. That
forgot
was our
about that
shit.
joint.
Oh
Like
my
you said,
God.
they had LL, Method Man was on
LL,
there.
Coolio, Method Man, Be
Yeah.
Real, and
Man, I
Busta.
forgot all about that joint, man. That shit
Yeah,
was crazy though.
you had your boy from Cypress Hill on there. Yep, your boy
Be
from
Real.
Cypress Hill on there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Be Real. Yeah, man, that was a killer.
That's crazy, man.
That was a killer. Busta
I still
Rhymes. When
forgot
I
about
say he
that.
smoked that, oh my Lord, he smoked that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He
That's why they
definitely
made
did
him
that.
last. They had to make him last because when nobody else first better than that.
That's what it was in them times too. Whoever had the
Right.
last
Yeah. Busta was
verse,
always the
whoever
anchor.
had the craziest verse, you had to put them last.
Hey,
Yeah.
matter of fact, Busta Rhymes.
That was the format.
Hey, Busta Rhymes had the best verse on that scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Twice.
Yeah.
Go back to the scenario where he was with the Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
smoked.
in the new school
Yep, he smoked that too.
Mm-hmm.
2
Man,
times.
oh my God, boy. Hey,
Crazy.
and he can dish you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And niggas ain't even know for some reason. Like when he got at Ja Rule,
Oh yeah, man, he smoked Rue.
motherfuckers forgot
And
he
he took his
didn't think he could
time
do
too.
that shit.
Yeah.
And he took his time and did it.
Right.
He didn't.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't rap fast and yell and scream. He took his time and smoked Ja Rule. One cut, and we ain't heard from Ja Rule since.
Mm.
He talking about 50 Cent did Ja Rule in. It wasn't 50. It was Busta.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, that was a whole campaign. That was 50, Busta, G
Eminem.
Unit, Eminem.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Shit.
Yeah.
My boy got jumped. I have to say that I
Yeah.
might be the only one. I'm one of the rare ones where I was biased to Ja Rule. I was like, man, you know what? I like Ja. I rock with Ja. I
Right.
rock with Ja Rule. I said, man, you know what? I like his music, man. He cool. He cool cat, man. You know what I'm saying? He hooking up with Ashanti. He got Charlie Baltimore. You know, he got this whole empire that he trying to move. I respect it. I vibe with it. I'm like,
Yep.
man, that's a cool little thing, man. Ain't nobody feel me though. Nobody. I was by myself out there. I was on the ledge by myself with Ja Rule. And when 50 Cent came out, that was it. I couldn't defend him no more after that.
Right.
But I was the only one on the ledge by
Yeah.
myself with Ja Rule.
See, I had a problem with Rule on one thing, but it took me a minute to get past it. When I first heard Ja rap, he reminded me of X so much that I ain't feeling.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You taking it back to the Hard Knock Life tour and
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
yeah,
When I first
yeah. That holla holla and all them that
right,
yes,
right. When
sir.
I first heard him, I was like, you trying to sound too much like X. But
Right,
then it's coming on. Then I started noticing that no, he really don't sound like X. He just got some aggression like X.
right.
They just got like similar
Because
voices. Like if you really listen, Ja Rule's voice is a little bit deeper.
yeah, it
Yeah,
is. It
yeah.
is exactly.
Right, right.
Exactly. But like I say, that would made me kind of not ride with Ja for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Felt
But
like he was
then
biting.
when he dropped that yeah, then when he dropped that the Love Is Pain album, I said, okay,
That's the first album I ever
Oh
bought, man.
that
shit.
was
Right. Man,
did
but
you?
that's like 4 albums in, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah. Now, this is where,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's four
like I
albums
said,
in.
yeah. Now, bro, now this where the age gap was, because I know you go way back, because you was getting cassette tapes and stuff. But the first CDs I bought was Project Pat, Mister Don't
Mm,
Play.
Oh Lord, a classic.
You know what I'm saying?
mm.
UGK
A
Dirty
classic.
Money, UGK Dirty Money,
Ooh,
Jay
ooh.
Z's Blueprint,
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
and Ja Rule's
Platinum.
Pain is Love.
Pain
Them
is
are the
love.
first
Yep.
CDs where I went to what was that, Street Side? We
East
used to
Side
go to Street
Records.
Side. We hit up Street
Yep.
Side Records. Them were the
Yeah, Street
first
Side
four albums that I ever went and spent my money and bought ever. And those are classics, like you say.
Right.
From the South,
Yes, sir.
two
Yes, sir.
albums from the
Yes, sir.
South, Jay-Z Blueprint from the East, Ja Rule, like I say, where kind of his peak, where he took off. That Pain is Love. That was one at that particular time.
Mm-hmm.
Them were the first
Yeah,
CDs I had ever
yeah,
bought, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big getting back to that topic, Venom, with Big being in the top five, I can't. You know what? It's hard for me to put him there only because he's kind of like in God tier, in
Mm,
my opinion. He kind of
Oh
got that
wow.
Tupac, like, okay, Tupac ain't the best rapper, but
Mm-hmm.
Tupac's influence on the rap game is so powerful you can't ignore it.
right.
Right.
It's,
Okay.
it's one of them deals. It's like I can't say Tupac is the best rapper I've ever heard. No, I can't put him there. I can't say
Mm-hmm.
Tupac when it comes to rhyming. People that can like rhyme. I can't
Right.
put Pac in my top five. When it comes to that, if I break him down category wise,
Right.
I can't do that. Now, if I want to say my favorite rappers, okay, yeah, I can definitely throw Pac in there about being my favorite rapper. But my best, no. Favorite, yes. Best, no.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, people argue this argument up and down about the better rapper between Big and Pac. And it was like, if you are a rap fan, you know Biggie is a better rapper than Pac,
Mm,
in my opinion.
Right.
He just a better rapper.
yeah. As far as
Yeah,
style and flow,
yeah. Style and
yeah,
flow. Yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Biggie got it. Biggie had that part locked down.
Right, right.
Biggie had that locked down. Hell, it took me a minute. I can't front. It took me a minute to feel Jay. It took me a minute to feel Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I
If I
think
had to,
everybody went through that
I
phase.
think a lot of us,
yeah,
yeah. I think a lot of
Everybody
us
went through
did.
that phase because Jay-Z has a lot of duds first
hey,
coming out.
man,
That
I
I
heard
reasonable
mean,
Jay.
doubt, that reasonable
compared
doubt
to
was a
like
sleeper.
what came
Everybody
out
went
later.
back to reasonable doubt. Everybody went back to reasonable doubt, and they was like, okay, this is one that I slept on. But he
Yeah.
had
Right.
some, he had duds in between then.
Hey, you know what I
So
heard
yeah,
Jay?
Well, not volume 2 though. Like you got Reasonable Doubt, right? But then you
Right.
Yeah,
got volume 1, which that did whatever that did.
Yes,
But
it
then
does.
Hard Knock Life, like that was the one he toured off of.
right.
Yeah.
That was a pretty big one.
Yeah, that's a
And then
pretty
you had
big
volume 3,
song.
and then Dynasty, and then you had Blueprint.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The Dynasty had a couple of jams on it, but when he
Yeah.
said,
Because I was gonna say the Hard Knock Life. He only had a few on that one. He didn't have a
yeah,
lot on this.
hey, when he dropped the Blueprint, when he sat down and did the
Yeah.
Blueprint,
Yeah.
that's when that was it for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that album there, next to Illmatic,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm, yeah.
That was
that'll
Jay-Z's
be
Illmatic. I have to
yes,
Yeah.
say,
sir.
I agree with that.
Yes, sir. There
It
is
ain't
no other.
reasonable doubt.
Yeah,
Well, I
there is
guess
no.
would you say the Blueprint is his Illmatic in terms of impact, or
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
in terms of like actual substance?
Impact
Substance.
and
Substance.
substance.
I say substance.
I say
I say
I
both.
would
substance.
say substance too.
Both.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I mean impact. I think it
I
was
can't
impact
say.
more than substance. I would
See,
say
I can't.
Reasonable Doubt would be his Illmatic personally.
What
In
over
terms of substance,
Blueprint?
I would say Reasonable Doubt is his Illmatic.
Man, okay, okay, okay,
Well,
okay,
I mean,
okay.
okay. So what are you going by?
No, if you talk about substance,
Yeah, I'm talking about
Substance, right? Not
substance. Yeah, if I'm looking at substance between Reasonable Doubt and Blueprint, if you sit down and listen to what Jay is talking about on the Blueprint compared to Reasonable Doubt, that's some substance in there. That's heavy. That's hustling, what he's been through, money he's making, where he's trying to go. All I need is a killer. But that
yeah,
cut, all I need, he is clowning on there.
right.
That
Yeah, I just mean as far as like like if you compare the two albums, like Reasonable Doubt feels more like Illmatic to me than Blueprint does.
hey, you know what? I
Like
gotta
I don't
agree.
think Nas has ever done something like the Blueprint.
I gotta agree. Cause you know what? I have to say, Reasonable Doubt has more of a New York sound, more of a New
Right,
York vibe. Cause I remember we were just talking about that. Where if you want to listen to something and it feel like you're in New York,
right,
Reasonable Doubt sounded more New York than the Blueprint.
right.
So I have to agree with you on that one. So
And I
yeah,
don't think Nas has anything like the Blueprint.
no, the closest thing that he got is Stillmatic, maybe.
yeah,
Maybe, yeah.
closest thing, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that
maybe
blueprint,
Stillmatic.
Or
that blueprint
maybe
was crazy,
Godson.
man.
Godson is probably close to the Illmatic. I mean, close to the Blueprint.
Listen, and that's where I kind of want to have a conversation,
Yeah,
especially
okay.
since Nas his album had just came out. Man, you know how foreign people look at me when I actually I ride around in traffic and I be bumping Nas
Man.
from where we're from to this day.
Right.
It's
Yep.
2021, but they know Nas enough to they be looking like, who the hell is that playing Nas?
Right.
So they know his voice.
Yeah,
But nobody is like heavy bumping no Nas around where we're at. But they
yeah,
still recognize it. They still look at you like, oh shit. Oh man, he listen to
Right.
Nas.
Yep.
I was bumping Nas all last night, and that's all I was getting. I was just getting people just looking. They just peeping like, man, who's this cat
Right.
bumping this Nas shit? This cool, laid back, kick some knowledge shit. They like, who is
Yeah.
this dude? Man.
yeah.
Nas, that's why I wanted to have a conversation. Man, Nas, he got some good stuff. I had totally forgot about Godson. Godson is one of my favorite albums.
That's like a top 5 Nas album
Yeah,
Yeah,
to me.
man.
Godson was nice. That album "In" was nice.
Yeah, that nigga album.
You get that nigga album was nice.
And
Yeah.
so many people say they don't fuck with that one.
I
Man,
do. I do. I
Nas
definitely do.
was flowing on there.
Man.
Nas was rapping on that album, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Nas was rapping on that album.
And he was messing with some different producers on that album too.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right. Because see, Nas ain't known for his beats. Nas is known for his lyricism.
Right.
Because a lot of the stuff Nas be talking on, the beats are trash.
Right.
Beats are trash, but what he's saying on the beat, you got to get past the beat. But that's the same way I feel, and I know Venom can speak on this here. That's the same way that I started feeling about Razcast.
Okay.
Because Razcast can rap his ass off, but now what he rapping over, I be like, man, who produced that for you? Shoot them.
Right.
Shoot them. But Razcast can rap his ass off.
Right.
People sleep on Razcast, and you know what, Venom? I was one of them sleepers.
Right.
I was one of them sleepers early in the game. Like, who the hell is Razcast? I don't who.
Yeah.
But when I started getting into West Coast rapping, I was like, damn, this dude dope. This dude got some skills. I mean, he got that West Coast feel. He can rap. The dude can rap.
Yeah.
The dude can rap. Nas is in my top 10. He ain't in my top 5. Nas in my top 10.
Okay.
Easily. Nas is in my top 10.
Yeah.
But I can't say he's in my top 5. No, he's not.
Okay.
Nope. Top 10, yes, sir.
Okay.
Guaranteed top 10.
All right, so do y'all have more than one list?
Yeah. Who, me?
Yeah, do y'all got more than one list? Like, do you have like your top 5 and then the top 5 type shit?
I got a top 5 that ain't changed until last week. I'm gonna keep it.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to the boy. One more time. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Santana bandana. Rest in peace.
Hey, rest in peace. Shit.
Man.
But Swish, you ain't got like more than one list though?
Like
honestly,
you say, my personal 5, and then like you say, the 5.
Right.
I don't know if I deciphered it like that. You know what? That's a good. That's a good one. I might have to do. I know I got my personal. Because I mean, because if you want to say the top 5, you would have to put Nas in there.
Okay.
If you say the 5, not your personal, the 5, you would have to put Nas in there. And then you would have to put LL in there if you say the 5.
Yeah.
So it gets Nas, shaky, man. It's shaky.
See,
and it's real tight. It's only 5. It's real tight.
Nas can't be in my the top 5. As much as I like Nas, I can't put him there. The top 5, the top 5.
Wow.
I can't.
Hey, legit, you can make
I
make
rock
that
with
case,
Nas though. Nas is gonna be on my personal and on the. That's just for me though.
Okay.
No.
Because I rock with Nas. I play I say hip hop is dead, the nigga album. It's a whole lot of stuff that came out. I actually, man, Nas put me in the vibe. I can rock with Nas.
Yeah.
And I know I'm a rare nigga from where we from that bump him like that.
Yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying. So I respect you on that one, but the top 5, I can't.
Yeah,
LL is in there.
That's the type of debate I like to try to have, because I mean, like, that's where you really can't come in with your biases and your favorites and shit like that.
Right.
And then you gotta think about, like, we got almost or maybe over 40 years worth of rappers out here now.
Yeah.
Sure.
So like you can't just go off of your era either.
True.
You gotta kind of like reach back a little bit.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
My top 5, my personal top 5, a lot of people don't fuck with. My personal and my the top 5, kind of like we be saying, a lot of people don't rock with my personal top 5. A lot of people don't rock with MJG from 8 Ball and MJG.
Oh man, see, you trying to start trouble, man. You trying to start trouble. You going down south.
See, don't nobody rock with the Dog Pound. See, ain't too many can rap like Corrupt.
Yeah.
See, I rock. See, he's part of my personal top 5.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
You know what? Cats like him, he need to do a versus.
Oh, no.
No, but he needs to remind so he can kind of have his Jadakiss effect. Because it'd be a whole lot of stuff that he will play, and people be like, "Man, I never knew." And I'm talking about old cats, older. I ain't talking about just the young people who just didn't grow up and didn't know about it. I'm talking about people that grew up the same time we did. There's a whole lot of
Right.
us slept on Corrupt. And if he did a versus today and played a whole bunch of that shit that like what you basically vouching for right now, man,
Yeah.
that dude, he will shake the room. And you be like, damn, and there go another nigga that we done slept on.
Right.
And then his stock gonna go up, which is deserving. Cause yeah, you remember when I
Yeah.
sent you that New York, man, I've been wearing that shit out. I'm like, man, Corrupt was stupid on that record.
Yeah, I'm not
Corrupt
qualified
went,
on Corrupt, man. I got Space Boogie, and that's probably like the only project I got from him.
man, that dude, he went dumb. He went dumb
Yeah.
for
Yeah, but
sure.
if I had to make like the top 5, like I said, like I would want to like try to represent every era, like just the best of every era. So like you have to go back and maybe say at the earliest,
Rakim?
I would. It's not early enough. I would want to try to put in who was I just thinking? Not Millie Mel, but Kool Mo D.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
I
yeah.
would want to put in Kool Mo D, and then so after him, like that's where Rakim comes up.
Okay.
So yeah, I would want to put in Rakim, but then like that'd be like more like my personal favorite.
So what about Big Daddy Kane? Is he in the mix?
I would want to put in Big Daddy Kane. Cause like I want to put in somebody that like represents like a whole lot of like, you know, different, like they check a whole lot of boxes, like they cover a lot of areas. So, you know, Rakim, I mean, technically speaking, you know what? You could make a case for Rakim because Rakim changed the way people rapped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like his flow kind of became where, you know, you changed over from kind of like the simplistic style to like putting these words together in these different kind of, you know, patterns and cadences.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, you know, like it wasn't simplified anymore. So yeah, you can make a big case for Rakim. Then after that, I would say it'd probably be between Nas and Big. Just as far as representing the era and covering. Well, actually, you know what? Nah, it probably had to be Big. Like if I'm just being completely objective about it, it probably had to be Big.
Yeah.
And that's 3, right?
Back on it. Yeah, I heard your top 3 was Rakim. Who else?
Yeah, Rakim. Yes, I want to try to put in Kool Mo D. Big. And then I was trying to come up with another 2.
These your all time?
All time.
Oh, I ain't get to pick
And
my
I'm kind of
all-time.
conflicted because like Big and Jay kind of came up at like in the same era, but Jay kind of carried it past that era though.
Well, yeah, hell, he lived longer.
So yeah, I think Jay deserves to be there though.
Okay.
And I guess like number 5, like that's probably the iffiest one because I would say like that would represent kind of like close to the latest era.
Okay.
So like you probably want to say Kendrick, you want to say Cole, you want to say Eminem maybe, even though technically he's kind of from the same era as Jay.
Which one?
Eminem.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. Yeah. He did come around to that time too. Yeah, because Jay's Blueprint dropped in what 90 what?
That was in 2001.
Wasn't it 2001 or
Yeah.
2000s?
Yep.
I'm not sure. So don't even have me lying.
Yeah.
Nope. September 11th.
Okay. So
Yeah, that's one of the drops.
your all time top five is Rakim, Mo D,
Kumo D, Big,
Big,
J,
J.
and I'm iffy on number 5.
Oh man, you gotta make a choice, man. You can't be
They call
I mean,
me
like
Big
that's the
LA,
thing. Like, who represents
Big
like
Silly.
the era the best?
But the right now era the best, or just period.
Well, just kind of like just after J.
After J representing that.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can name a lot of names. You can say T.I., Ludacris.
yeah, I'm gonna say you can go down south because it's one name I ain't heard nobody say yet, but I ain't heard Ryan do. Because I
You
got
Mm.
talking about
my all time. I got my all time, but I ain't gonna throw that out there yet. I'm waiting on Ryan to do his thing.
you talking about
Uh,
Scarface?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. I'm somebody. Cause
right.
somebody feeling me on there.
And see, this is what I'm saying. Like, you fuck around and have to make multiple lists
Yeah, that's what I say. That
because,
top
like, you know,
five is it's too
you gotta
tight,
represent for the
man.
South at some point,
Top five is too tight.
right?
No, you
It's too crammed in.
see. Okay, maybe so. See, my head, my top five. If I pick my top five, they can come in at any era and still smash. That's just how I feel
Mm.
about it. My all time top five, which would be Faith,
That's a tighter list.
huh?
I said that's a tighter
I hear you.
list.
What was that? Top five?
No, I said that's a tighter list.
What you mean by tighter?
Somebody that could just come in like from any era. That's a
Yeah.
tighter list than just going by like who was just at the top of their game in the era that they were in.
That's why you got to say all time. You got to be confident to say my all time at any era right now. These will be the guys that I'm a rock with.
I forgot about LL Cool J again.
Because mine's is Faith, LL, Ice Cube, all time.
Mm,
Faith, LL, Ice
okay.
Cube, probably Big and Pop.
Okay.
Now, I take them, and the only
And that's
person
the
that
top 5 for you.
for me, and the only person that I might move would be Cube and put Rakim there.
Okay.
That's my alternate would be Rakim. Because I could put Rakim in that spot and he'll smash half of these youngsters out there too by himself. But as far as flow and delivery, I got to go with Cube. As far as, storytelling, I got to go with Faith. As far as impact, I got to go with Pop. As far as the lyrical flow, I got to ride with Biggie.
Okay.
I mean, I could take them, and whoever else want to come on with it, I say come on with it. Because them 5 right there will battle anybody that they got all the ballots, they got all the flow, they got all the street cred. So whatever you want to get, you can get street cred from Cube, Big, Pop, LL. What? Scarface? Come on, Venom. Come on now. I mean, them 5, think about it. Biggie, Pop, Cube, LL, Scarface.
See, now I never really listened to Cube that much. So like I'm not really qualified to speak on him.
Shame on you. How you not be a fan of NWA? Q wrote 2/3 of NWA
Right,
and
well,
Easy.
NWA ain't the same as Q like solo. That's why I was kind of like looking at it funny when you said Q, like him by himself come in at any time. Like, what's the last project that you listened to by Q?
Shit, the one he just dropped.
You said the one he just dropped. What's that?